If you don't truly understand a thing, don't perceive it as you understand a thing. Don't portray it as you understand a thing. Do not give off the energy that you understand a thing, because knowledge is futile in the presence of a bad belief. Period. Your life is the byproduct of your thinking. I created this show to give you tactics that will enhance your thinking so that you can live a life of freedom instead of a life of bitterness. To be well, you must think well. Here is your mind-molding tactic. If I was to consolidate all of the episodes on this show together, wrap those lessons into one present, put a nice bow on top of that present, and present it to you, that one lesson would be to learn how to learn. The biggest distinction between those who have become successful, be that spiritual wellness, be that financial wellness, be that wellness in their relationships, in their homes, in their, hey, guess what? Their marriage. Their marriage. Make that prominent again. Make that a focus again, to be well in your marriage, to be well at home with your family, the right father, the right mother, to advocate for a good home life. Maybe the world should learn how to value the correct things, and that is starting at home. This is not the lesson I want to talk about, but it is the private times that matters the most. The things you do in the intimate times, the alone times, is what matters. But the thing we most value as humans should be to learn. The biggest thing that separates those is a person's ability to learn. By far, the biggest pillar out of all people. I have been blessed to advocate for other people's lives one-on-one time, be that mentoring, coaching, per se, many people, thousands of people. And in my experience, there's one distinguisher, just one. And it is a person's ability to learn and or their willingness to learn. A person's willingness to sit forward and say, I know nothing. You know more than I know. Can I learn from you? Simple as that. People live in poverty. People live in a dormant lifestyle, a lifestyle that has a suction, that has a vacuum of wellness, that has zero wellness, absolute zero. They live this way because they refuse to learn. God blesses us with lessons. Those lessons in their subjective moment are hard, yes. But in those lessons, in those seasons, we should be learning those lessons. And once we learn that lessons, we will be blessed to leave that season. We cannot escape that season until we learn that lesson. But the problem is, people refuse to learn. They don't learn. So if you never learn your lesson, you will always remain in that same season forever, for eternity, into the day you die. That is why it is very profound. And I'm laughing because sometimes it's foolish to even think of the idea that people want so much in life, but they are not willing to sacrifice their own ego, sacrifice their own perspectives, be vulnerable and say, hey, you know more than I do in this scenario. Teach me, please. Teach me. Show me. Please help me. It doesn't take much effort for someone to ask. And the biggest problem I see is simply there's people that think they know what they don't know. Be aware that you do not fall into that pit of not knowing what you're not knowing, but only to know what you don't know. And you may think like, well, how is that even possible? The thing is, if you don't truly understand a thing, don't perceive it as you understand a thing. Don't portray it as you understand anything. Do not give off the energy that you understand anything, because knowledge is futile in the presence of a bad belief. Period. Done. I could end the episode here. Your fastest, best, most well way for you to grow and take the steps forward that's profound for you is to learn. Sit down, be quiet, listen, and learn from those around you. Even if those do not know as much as you do, you can still learn from the people that are beneath you. Learn how to learn. This is the lesson. This lesson encaps all things. All episodes are on this show. And for you to progress, for you to even succeed a bit, for you to escape your current season and move into the next season, for you to beat the devil you're on now and move on to the next devil on the new mountain, you must learn how to learn. Because if you never learn how to beat the devil you're on, you will never be able to face the next devil in the next season. And that is the lesson. Learn how to learn. I hope you're getting this. I hope you understand. If this isn't for you, and if you already became a student of the environment that you do have, then blessings to you. But learn this for someone else and teach others this in your environment, and be that teacher and that coach for others around you, and say, hey, your best way to move up, your best way to progress is learn how to learn. I'm in a huge organization where we have 1,600 employees, and the biggest thing that people do not prevail is because they do not want to learn. They have roadblocks that they refuse knowingly or unknowingly to proceed towards. Don't make it too hard. Sit down, become impartial with your thinking, because partial thinking will create false realities, and that gives you false circumstances. But impartial, unbiased thinking will allow you to walk through the door that's actually there and face the reality that's also actually there. Do not fight the problems that are not there. Fight the problems that are actually there. And that only comes by being impartial in your thinking and your beliefs. And that allows you to unlock that door so that you can learn and move forward. And once again, for the last time, the one lesson that will allow you to prevail is to sit down, become vulnerable, and become a student, and learn how to learn. That's all I have. Talk to you later. Deuces.